Hey everyone, it is Monday afternoon and the start of another reading vlog. I don't really have much planned for this week, so I'm hoping to get quite a bit of reading done, and the only thing that might set me back is the fact that I will also want to start up my blog again. I feel like I'm probably going to take on too much at once because I'm trying to come up with some sort of YouTube schedule where I post every Sunday and Wednesday, and I'm trying to pre-record videos to sort that out so that I'm not stressing over it, and so far it's going quite well. I've kept it up consistently for a week and a half, so woo, go me. So those two things might cut into my reading time this week because I'm using this free time that I have to kind of sort myself out, because I feel like I've been all over the place for the past couple of months since I got this promotion at work. Unfortunately, I didn't get to record anything at Yauk because I felt a bit awkward in front of people, so I didn't do any of that. But I did have a really, really good time, and I think it was a success. I was thinking about doing a video on kind of like a review of Yauk and how it's grown, because I went the first year and I went this year, which is the 5th year, so I was thinking about doing like a comparison video and maybe discuss some things that I would like to see there in the future, or things that, you know, tips and tricks, maybe something like that. I haven't really thought much about it, to be honest, but that's just one idea that I've got. So yeah, my plans for this week are basically to read, blog and YouTube and get my life together. My online life anyway, my life otherwise is pretty much quite together. This weekend I'm going up north a little bit to the Midlands to see a friend, so I don't think we're doing anything overly interesting, so I'm probably not going to vlog that. So this is probably just going to be a reading vlog full of reading, which I guess you're all here for. I'm currently reading a thriller, and that is The Final Girls by Riley Sager, something like that. I'm not really enjoying it, to be honest. I'm a bit confused by the writing style. Not confused, but I'm a bit disappointed and put off. I've made note of a couple of things on my Kindle. One quote was, "His eyes are the lightest shade of blue I've ever seen, lighter even than the pill currently dissolving into my central nervous system, but they are not a soothing blue." I'm kind of like, what the fuck is this writing? Please stop. And also the main character was talking about someone who committed suicide, and they said she thought she was better than that, so that was like, what the fuck. And the author's kind of gone with the generic cliche of the nerdy girl being single and reading Harry Potter and sleeping in bunk beds because she's the one that's single. So to be honest, I'm not really enjoying it, but I do want to read it. I think Twitter might have spoiled me for the ending, which is a bit annoying. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm just really in the mood for contemporaries and thrillers right now because it's really hot here in the UK still, even though it's like overcast, you can't really see. It's still really hot, so I'm not really in the mood for fantasy, which is a bit annoying because I've got a few fantasy books coming out in the next couple of weeks that I do need to read because I've got advanced readers copies of them, but for now I'm just reading contemporaries. So I'm about to read a little bit more. I've decided to read in my car because outside it might rain or it's too warm, so I've got half an hour to read now before I go back to work, and then I'll be reading some more this afternoon, and maybe I'll finish the book then. If not, it'll probably be tomorrow. It is now Thursday afternoon and the weather has once again picked up in the UK. I am actually sweltering and possibly like melting to death right now, but I came to sit outside so I could give you a reading update while I was on my lunch. I finished The Final Girls by Riley Sager and I didn't really like it. It wasn't what I was expecting at all, and Twitter spoiled the twist for me, which I think was the only reason to keep on going. I didn't like the writing style at all, but I'm considering reading his second book because I've heard that people who didn't like The Final Girls, or just Final Girls rather, liked The Last Time I Lied, so I might give that a go, but maybe not anytime soon. I then read The Cabin at the End of the World in 2 days, but I haven't had time to vlog anything because I've been going to the gym and running and stuff. But The Cabin at the End of the World is a new release for this year, and it's about, basically there's a family, 2 dads and a little girl who's adopted. They are at a lakeside cabin on holiday, and all of a sudden one morning this guy shows up along with 3 other people, and they tell them they have to make a sacrifice in order to save the world. So it all takes place within like 2 or 3 days, and it's kind of a mindfuck. A lot of stuff happens and I can't really talk about it without spoiling anything, so I'm just gonna stay quiet, but I did really enjoy it. I read it in 2 days, I think, just in a couple of sittings, and it's quite a short book as well, so it was easy to fly through, and I ended up really, really enjoying it, so I'm really pleased with that one. And now I'm starting up August. It's the 2nd today, so I'm 1 day behind, but I had to finish The Cabin at the End of the World. I have just started All These Beautiful Strangers. Can't remember the author. It's being published, or it has been published by Penguin Random House Children's in the UK. It was published at the beginning of July or mid-July. The publisher didn't actually send it to me until it had already come out, so I don't feel too bad about missing the release date on this one. This is a YA thriller about a girl whose mother goes missing, I think, and that's all I know about it, so I'm going to start that now while I'm on my lunch break and hopefully read a couple of chapters of that before I have to go back to work. My plans for this evening are basically to go to the gym and go running, so nothing overly exciting, so I might get a couple of hours of reading in there. I did watch American Assassin last night with Dylan O'Brien, and not with him, but he's in the film, and I really ended up enjoying that. I don't know why I waited so long to watch it. I would highly recommend seeing it if you like action films, and also Dylan O'Brien. I don't know what I'm going to watch this evening, but I kind of want to watch Deepwater Horizon, which he is also in, because I feel like I'm on a Dylan O'Brien kick at the moment. Hey guys, it's Friday evening and I've got the house to myself for the evening. I was going to go to the pub with some co-workers and Quill, but to be honest, I'm exhausted. It's 31 degrees outside, and so I'm not really feeling it. I think what I'm going to do instead is shower and then record some YouTube videos, because I've got a couple more that I need to record for the upcoming week, and then read some of my book. I haven't read any more of All These Beautiful Strangers yet, but I'm hoping to crack on with that this evening and get a good amount read. Yeah, I'm going to go and shower and then record some videos and then get my life in order. I probably also need to edit my video for Sunday as well, which is my July wrap up, because I've recorded it, I just haven't had a chance to edit anything. So I'm going to do that, and oh my god, I look exhausted. This is what work is doing to me, guys. I am so tired, although it's probably because I've also got the curtains closed. So I look even worse than I normally would. So I've just recorded 3 or 4 videos in one go, and to be honest, it was freaking tiring. I don't know how anyone does this full time. How can anyone listen to the sound of their voice for that long? I just don't know. But now I'm going to go and read outside. Even though the sun has gone in, it's still really, really warm out there. I think it's now 32 degrees. But I think I can see a bit of a breeze, which is nice. I'm going to go and sit on our swing and read some more of my book. I mentioned before that I started All These Beautiful Strangers, which you can't really see the cover of, but I think it's a really nice cover. And I got this from NetGalley a couple of weeks ago, and it's a thriller, and I've read the prologue so far. I need to crack on with that so I can... The prologue's only 2 pages as well. I've just realised this is so embarrassing. Yeah, I need to get on with this so I can finish my first book for Arc August, which will be this one. So I'm 6% into this book, and the cousins are kissing, and I'm not really about that. I don't know if this is going to be like the main romance of the book or what, but bloody hell. What? Hello, happy Sunday. The weekend is almost over. I've only got 1 day left. Yesterday was a pretty good day. I went to see a friend up in Stratford upon Avon, and we went to play mini golf and had a picnic, and we just wandered around town, and it was really nice. I obviously caught the sun a little bit. My nose is a bit burnt and my forehead is feeling a little bit dry, but yeah, I look a little bit tanned / burnt. But now it's Sunday and I'm chilling out. Quill has gone to the gym, but I don't really want to go today because I'm going tomorrow morning, so I thought I would, live my life. I'm just sat here editing my August TBR video, and also I've just started rewatching Heart of Dixie, which is a show that I started years ago just as the first season ended, and I thought it was brilliant, but I never actually finished it. But I've got the box set on DVD, so I feel like I should watch it. And I've been trying to get Quill to watch it with me, but he is insistent that he wouldn't enjoy it. So my plan is to play it, to watch it, and then when he comes back from the gym, he's going to have no choice but to watch it with me, and then he's going to get hooked. That's my plan. Anyway, I've done a little bit more reading. I've read a bit more of All These Beautiful Strangers, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It's very, very readable. However, I think parts of the book are more interesting than the others. So we have the present day point of view from Charlie, which is the daughter, the teenager, and then it kind of alternates between the points of view of her two parents when they were younger and also the day that the mother went missing. So we're getting flashbacks, kind of brief glimpses into what was going on the day that she disappeared. And I'm finding these flashbacks a lot more interesting than the present day stuff. For some reason, the boarding school secret club clique thing isn't really captivating me. I'm much more interested in the main mystery of the book. And I kind of wish the author had left out the secret society business, although that might like tie into the mystery later on, I'm not sure. But at the moment, I'm enjoying the flashbacks more. I think I'm going to finish editing this video, get it processing, finish this episode of Heart of Dixie, and then hopefully fly through the book. I've got about 2 hours left according to my Kindle, so it would be fantastic if I could finish it today and then start my second book for Arc August, although I have no idea what that's going to be yet. I haven't really decided. It's currently Tuesday afternoon, lunchtime. I'm just chilling out in my car because it's cooler here than it is outside, which is crazy because my car's black and normally it like roasts me. But it's okay at the moment. I've been doing a lot of reading over the past couple of days, which is excellent because Arc August is going fantastically so far. I've finished All These Beautiful Strangers and I really, really enjoyed it. In terms of the cousins kissing, that was very odd, like really, really weird. I didn't like that part, but I got over that eventually and I kind of flew through the book. I think I'm going to do a full review on this one because I've got a lot of stuff to talk about and I think it's a good book to discuss. I didn't see the twist coming, really. I had a bit of an idea, but it was kind of just only a possibility. I was more interested in the other timeline, the flashbacks that were going on, than the present day stuff with the main character, which is a bit of a shame, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. So that was my first book for Arc August, and that was one that I rated 4 stars. So it was off to a really good start. And then I read Flutter, which was my 2012 pick. My supervisor just walked past, so I need to wait for him to go back that way and go back into the office before I carry on telling you about this. Otherwise he's just going to see me here talking to myself, and yeah, I don't want that to happen. Anyway, so Flutter. I almost DNF'd it, but I didn't because it's Arc August and I felt like I should make an effort, but I am going to give it 1 star because it was kind of shit. It read very much like an early YA book before the genre kind of expanded and authors started trying out new things. It felt very generic and kind of underwritten. I don't really know how else to explain it, but it's very simple. The plot was basically that the main character was having seizures and she was convinced that she was time travelling, and she called it a loop, and when she had this seizure she would go into the loop and into another dimension or timeline. That was basically all it was about. There was kind of an insta-love with the guy that she was seeing during these seizures, and they were in love really quickly and she would like die for him, not literally, but that's how quickly it progressed. And the dialogue was very, very poorly written. It doesn't really feel like the author or editors put in much effort with the dialogue, because that was one of the things I thought could have been improved upon massively, because it didn't feel natural or witty at all. Maybe it wasn't meant to be witty, but I don't know. Just something about it was very like off. I think even if I had read it in 2012 when it was released, I still wouldn't have liked it. So I don't really feel too bad about not enjoying it after having waited so long. But that does knock the 2012 release off my list, which is something that I wanted to do. So yeah, that happened. I did start another book, but it's not to do with Arc August. And I kind of want to tell you about that in another vlog because I've got a lot of things to say about it at the moment. So I'll leave that for now. I'm not really sure which review copy to read next because I've got quite a few options. And I don't know if I want to go for another older book that I'm in danger of not liking, or a 2018 release, maybe. For my 2018 releases, I'm thinking maybe Contagion, which came out in July, These Rebel Waves, which came out this month, or maybe something from next month. Oh, I don't know. I've got too many options. I will let you know in my next reading vlog because I think I should probably end this one here. It seems like a good place to end it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll speak to you in my next video. Bye.